What's going on, party people? It's your boy Black Bear with part of his crew. We're here on a Friday night to touch on a couple of subjects. All right. First off, this is August now. August. Yeah. Happy August. Okay. Motherfuckers is going back to school. Know that that's you. Good luck out there in college. All right. Don't love them hoes. Second off, it's been a while since I brought you one of these videos where I'm touching on the foolishness going on in the media. And like I said before, I don't really like to put my stake on things that I don't profess in. I'm not a politician. I'm not a civil rights movement activist or whatever. But it's something I do have to bring up, that I bring up in all of these videos that I find very serious, that kind of disgust me, is the fact of what went down in Charlottesville a couple days ago. All right. First things first. If you really sit down here and you think that this nation, this country, this great country is equal and is full of equality, you're full of shit. You're an ignorant bastard. Okay? Two, if you think that this great country was not built off the backs of slaves, racism, and segregation, you're another motherfucking idiot. Okay? Times change and people change. We're supposed to move forward with times. Now, I heard this whole rally started because they was pulling down the statues of some former slave owners some Confederates who were war heroes. You weren't war heroes, bro. You had a fight with the North, who was trying to give people their rights as human beings and try to free them from captivity like we were some type of caged animal in the zoo. And they lost. They're losers. My thing is, how can you sit down there and celebrate that? Okay? My thing, it's crazy. Again, as you can see, I have a diverse set of friends. I'm friends with everybody. If you breathe, if you eat, if you play games, I will be your friend until otherwise duly noted. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is like, you sit down here and you have a rally. You rally for this shit. You have a rally about our voices will be heard. Oh, you will not ignore us. You can't replace us. Bro, this whole country was built off of your voices. They don't hear nobody but you. They hear you. I know they don't hear you. I know they don't hear the Hispanics. I know they don't hear the Chinese. They damn sure don't hear us. Especially when we get wrong by white cops. We get wrong with this fucked up justice system. And we sit down here and we protest and we band together. And you know what? We get treated like animals. It's not just a black thing or a Spanish thing or a white thing. They treat us like animals. It's not justice. It's just us. That's what it stands for. Another thing I want to touch on too is, what are these fucking idiots called? Nationalists? Nationalists and neo-Nazis? I got to take the glasses off of this. You got to see my pretty ass face. Do you know what the fuck a Nazi is? You're going to glorify a man that tried to wipe us out back in the 40s. I'm sorry. Adolf Hitler was not American, was he? I'm just double checking. Jay, you any good at history? Was he American? Did he fight? He killed a lot of Jews, and last time I checked, Jews were as white as loose leaf. Last time I checked. My thing is, you sit down here and you glorify a historical war hero that literally tried to take over the world. And you're saying that you guys are real Americans and you're patriots. And no, you're not nationalists. You're a bunch of idiots. Because times change. Because they want to take down these symbols of when America was in some of its darkest time. America was built off of some fucked up shit. For those of you who don't know, because now it comes to my attention, a lot of these things they don't teach in school anymore. Especially elementary and junior high school. You gotta wait till you hit high school and college and regents and all that other shit and SATs to learn this shit. Our country was built off the backs of almost a complete genocide of a race, the capture and enslavement of another race, and then they had a war to free my race, and then even after they freed us, you still treated us like shit, like we were strays in the street. We had to have another type of revolution to get any type of rights, and even then, you still treat us like shit. We don't get treated equally. And that's not just the black people. Spanish as well. You feel me? That's the thing that I don't get. You want to sit down there and protest these nasty ass blotches of our history, this country's history. Confederates waving the Confederate flag. That wasn't the first flag that identified this country after we broke off from King George. Didn't they stitch one with all of the colonies and all of the stripes? I'm sorry, didn't they have a anthem that went with that flag that showed that we were unified no matter what religion, race, color, skin, gender? That shit don't make no type of sense to me. And then the third thing I want to touch on, this whole retarded ass Charlottesville thing, is if y'all gonna sit down there and say white privilege does not exist, you're an idiot. I saw a video of a white man losing his shit because of how the police handled these peaceful protesters, according to my Cheeto-colored president. These motherfuckers was in full riot gear. You understand me? And they're pushing up on the cops. The cops are in riot gears, holding up the shield. And they're throwing out all types of derogatory slurs like faggot and nigger and fuck you and this, that, and the third. And this white guy was living. Brother, if I know your name, you're no longer white. You're black as fuck. This man was like, this is outrageous. You want to talk about white privilege? This is it right here. Because if it was a Black Lives Matter protest and he was right, we would have got beat up, hosed down, shot at with rubber bullets, maced. Motherfuckers, y'all know what mace feels like? I know you know what that shit feel like. I know what that shit feel like. I thought it was cologne, almost blinded myself. That shit don't tickle. These guys are running around with tiki torches that, again, your people, your culture didn't make. But yet still, your voices want to be heard. I'm sorry, our government is built off of just white supremacy. The owner of these NFL teams, these basketball teams, these baseball teams are like slave owners. They look at college, I want that nigger, I want that nigger, I want that spick. The chink could play, I want him to on my team to make them money. And we thinking, okay, we're doing a come up to take care of ourselves and our families. You know what happens? We fall right back into that fucking status quo of being a mindless slave who can't think for themselves. Then we end up doing dumb shit. And then you know what the fuck happens when our athletes that's supposed to represent us as a people saying like, yo, we're on equal footing as y'all. Whether it be Spanish, Samoan, Chinese, black, you name it. They do something fucking dumb, they get crucified by the media, bro. They get fucking skinned alive. But a white man do it now. What, they get a slap on the wrist, a couple suspensions, a minimum fine, and they're back at it, but they're a hero. You have these dudes in these leagues cheating. You have dudes in these leagues catching bodies and getting away. You got these niggas in here raping people in fucking bathroom stalls, and they're still the heroes of the town that paid for them. It's fucking ridiculous. We're not progressing, we're digressing. I had a conversation with Paul a couple weeks ago, and he asked me, bro, do you think humans are evolving? You gotta stop and look around. Fuck the technology, fuck the medical science. We're not evolving at all. We sit down here, we get brainwashed by media, music, TV, social media, and we're killing each other off. We're blaming the next person for some shit we probably even do. We're getting killed off. We're not progressing, we're digressing. You don't notice when the Chinese come from China, the Jews come from wherever they come from, they come here in their community. They band together, they get things done. A few years ago in Bensonhurst, that little Jewish kid who got hacked up by one of his own kind and stuffed in an icebox. The whole community banded together. When they were having that black on Jew crime in Crown Heights, the whole Jew community banded together. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, we'll be mad about Charlottesville or Charlottetown or Krypton or whatever the fuck you want to call that town. We'll be mad about that shit the next couple of days. I'll give it the next couple of days, a few hours at least. And then it's right back to, did you see what Rihanna was wearing? Did you hear Beyonce's newest song? Oh shit, Amber Rose is fucking Yo Yachty. Kanye West lost his mind again. Tune in on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. We as a people, collectively, again, all races, are too easily distracted by the foolishness. You know how much things we could have already gotten done if I don't know we stuck to our fucking guns and we banded together, I'm sorry, none of us would be here doing this right now. None of us would be speaking freely, voting and working amongst everybody else if our forefathers, I don't know, didn't band together, didn't organize, and didn't make things happen, didn't change history. Civil rights movement, look it up. That's what unity is. We as a people got tired of it. Even those who weren't our people got tired of how we were getting treated and banded with us. And you know what we did? Our voices were heard.
You know what it is? That they brainwashed us to think about ourselves and not about others.
Exactly.
That's what fucking us over.
Human values deteriorate so much over the years. It's ridiculous. I remember back in the day, it's like you couldn't even look at an adult cross-eyed or your mother would rip your teeth out. Shout outs to my mom. I'm a grown-ass man, and even certain lines I won't fucking cross. The thing is, it's like we digress. It's kids raising kids. You ever hear that old saying, oh, my mom was too strict, my dad was too this, and my this, that, and the third. When I have kids, they're going to be my best friend, and they're going to do this, and they're going to do that. And you know what the fuck happens? You do that. Then the kid doesn't learn any type of respect for you and embarrasses you in the street. And by the time you're ready to do something, the motherfucker's as big as me. Fucking everything in the street, already has 3, 4 kids. Your grandmother 2 times over. It's things like this. And I know he probably doesn't watch my videos. And you know me, Frank. I don't throw shade. I throw facts. I wish my president watched my videos, and I wish he could hear what I have to say to him. How can you not condemn what went on down there a couple of days ago, talking about, well, let me fix my toupee. Well, you know, not everybody down there, it was still a peaceful protest, and you know, not everybody was bad. Not all of them are neo-Nazis and Nazis. Listen, motherfucker, you out there protesting.
As soon as you rock the swastika, it's done.
It's a wrap. It's
Nazi,
a wrap.
You doing this? Nah, son.
You think you're not doing George Washington and them proud? You doing Adolf Hitler proud? This man is in his grave, fucking laughing at us.
You cannot rock the Nazi flag and the American flag at the same fucking time.
And you know what's funny? I didn't even see the American flag out of any of them clips. I saw the Confederate flag.
Bro, but nah, they had it. They had it, and they sitting there rocking. I'm like, and then they want to have shirts saying we're American. No, if you saying that if you literally have the Nazi flag and you like, yeah, Adolf Hitler and doing the salute, motherfucker, we fought against them and we won. We whooped that ass. Yes, we lost a lot of soldiers for that shit. You motherfuckers are sitting here rocking it like it's cool.
If your name ain't running with Buffalo or sleeping with Little Bear, you ain't a real American. You here, baby. You on lease. You paying rent, just like the rest of us. I was born here. My forefathers wasn't born here. I damn sure know that. I know my forefathers came from Africa on slave ships. Their forefathers were pioneers. They were part of the slave trade. Spain, France, England. Think about it. And our president condemns this shit. And this is shit that kills me.
Wait, it's because he didn't have the facts. He needed the facts. The facts is that the motherfuckers were racist. That's the facts. I would have condemned them as soon as it happened. I would have gone on TV and would have been like, no, this shit needs to cease now. All the police officers, arrest these motherfuckers. Fuck that. That whole freedom of speech. But yet these motherfuckers are sitting there rocking the Nazi flag and chanting racist shit.
Don't get no more pictures.
You're not even trying to fucking sit there and say unify. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck Black Lives Matter. Fuck White Lives Matter. All lives matter. That's point blank. When we're in the military, we don't sit there and look at a black guy and be like, all right, you know, I'm not going to protect him. No, I need to protect him. He needs to protect me. Why? Because we want to come the fuck back home. Racism doesn't exist. It cannot exist in the military. But, okay, it's all right if we go out there and serve because we're just a fucking number. That's all we are. We ain't shit to the government. Or everybody here is just fucking debt collectors. We just paying these motherfuckers for them wasting money and not using it on this country. And that's fucking facts.
Let me tell you what's so important, what's more important to our president than the issues of the country. This man is more concerned about teams blacklisting Colin Kaepernick for peacefully protesting what's going on to people in general in the country. And my man said, and I quote, any NFL team that signs Colin Kaepernick will get an angry tweet from their president. First off, motherfucker, you not my president. My president on vacation. Obama, we heard you. You heard? I'd rather George Bush's president.
And he was a dumb fuck.
Smarter than Trump. I'll tell you that right now. I'd rather George Bush's president. Because he stuck to his guns. He was a politician. He stayed his lane. He wasn't a great one. He wasn't a smart one. But he was still a politician. You're more concerned about who's signing Colin Kaepernick for speaking his mind, peacefully protesting, and not violating anything at all.
And another thing, one more thing. He was more concerned about talking about his winery in Charlotte. Oh, I know Charlottesville. Yeah, I own a house out there. There's acres. Yeah, there's a winery. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I own the... And everybody's trying to ask him questions about the incident, and all he wants to brag about is a winery.
That's not a president or politician.
A winery that he owns. Motherfucker, we don't care about that. We're talking about an incident that happened that literally it shook everybody up.
Getting run over in cars.
It beat the shit out of a black man, and you're just sitting there like, oh yeah, you know, both parts were wrong. They were both violent. Blah 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 blah.
I know one thing though, and I heard it through the grapevine that they might try to do it up here.
Bring it.
I wish you fucking would. And that's, again, it's no tough guy talking. I know the people of my city.
Bring it.
I know the people of my town, my borough,
I'll be out.
any borough, his borough, even though it's the same borough as me. I know New Yorkers. All right? I know New Yorkers.
Don't bring it.
This place has got to be one of the most diverse places in the entire world. All walks of life come here. So if you feel like you're going to walk up Madison Ave, 34th, 42nd, Lexington about that Confederate bullshit, you're gonna get fucked up. Do that shit in Sunset Park in Brooklyn. Let's see how far that little protest get. Cops are gonna be there to protect you, then protect the people. It's a sad thing to see that we're going backward instead of forward. And it's a sad thing to see it's like having your favorite kid in class. The teacher has his favorites and he don't listen to nobody else. Shit is sad. But this is going to be the death of us all. And you know what I'm hoping? I hope when society does fall in a pile of shit on its face, I'm already dead and buried. The only regret I will have is if I have kids and grandkids and great-grandkids, they're going to have to deal with it. You're not helping the future, you're ruining it. And all I could tell all of you parents out there is raise your kids right. Don't raise them to be ignorant. Don't raise them to be bigots. Don't raise them to be nationalists and neo-Nazis.
Don't raise them to be racist. Point blank.
There's
no room for racism. Everything right now is changing. And the thing is that if we cannot work together to make everything better, there is no point in even living. There's no point. We have to sit here and work for the future. Work for everything so our kids and our kids can be happy and they don't have to worry about things. But if we're just sitting here on our asses not doing anything and just letting this shit rock, like everybody's just caring about themselves right now. They're not thinking about the future. Nobody's thinking about the future.
And I'm getting tired of putting these gloomy ass videos on my page.
Yeah, man.
This page is about having fun, having a few laughs, throwing a hand, that's my dog, here and there. Okay? So as far as that goes, that's the piece I'm going to speak. Frank going to speak. And they're here for furniture. They're here for scenery, but they agree with me. They're part of the crew. Now, another thing I want to touch on is your boy finally got an Instagram. Finally, got to put back on the glasses. Clark Kent time. I'm going to leave a link in the description. If you want my Snapchat, it's BlackBear54. You want the Instagram, it's BlackBear and Crew, the letter N. Okay? What else I have? Twitter, BlackBear54. I am on Twitch, BlackBear54 as well. If you want to follow me on what's that next thing that the kid used at her hip with the like emojis there, Frankie boy. What's it called? It slips me. My old time. Facebook. The book of the face. Yeah, you wanna follow me on that? It's actually my real name. I might change it because I don't need you creeps running up on me. Hey, Sean Cooper for right now. I might change it. You never know. And we should be back to our regularly scheduled program. Oh, one more thing. One more thing. There's one more thing I want to tell you. I'm really excited about. I'm about to play Ark Evolved. So yes, Frank. So you know what that means. It is the return of Black Bear's Wildlife Animal Kingdom. I am your host, Prince Arambo Utambo Ufampo, or you can just call me the Black Bear. Tune in tomorrow night at 7 p.m. This is your boy Black Bear with 3 members of his crew. You want to say it this time? Because last time it was kind of weak. You need some water? And you still need some practice. So this is Black Bear and his crew. We out, y'all. Love it!